Insurance agents come in all shapes and sizes. Some are independent brokers, and some are career agents who work for a captive agency. No matter what kind of insurance agent you're working with, it's critical to know who you're dealing with and what they have available to sell, how they get paid, and how much they get paid based on the products they sell you. In this video, I'll be showing you how to identify the type of agent you're working with, how to discover which licenses they hold, and the products they have available to sell. I'll show you how much the typical insurance agent makes for selling these products. And finally, I'll show you how to find out if they have any liens or judgments against them from any previous clients that they may have worked with. So sit back and take some notes. This stuff is critical to understand to make sure you're not getting ripped off, and to also make sure that your financial planning is done right the first time. Getting the wrong advice will set you back several years in your financial planning that you really honestly don't have. The first thing to know before meeting with anybody to discuss your financial planning would be the products that they're licensed to sell. To figure this out is simple. Make sure you get the agent to give you one of their business cards, or you can ask them to send you a letter on their business letterhead prior to your meeting with them, asking them to confirm the day and time of your appointment. Anything that the insurance agent uses to promote their business, including the agent's website, should have their agent number listed on it. You can use this agent number on the State Department of Insurance website to look up the following information: the licenses the agent has and when they got those licenses, the companies that the agent is appointed with and whose products they can sell, and if the agent has their variable products license, which would be their Series 6 and their Series 7 licenses. And if they do have these licenses, you can look up the agent on www.finrabrokercheck.com to see the employment history, the broker-dealer they work for, and if they have any liens or judgments against them. Also, if they have any complaints or any sort of monetary settlements with previous clients, all that will be listed on the FINRA Broker Check website. So it all begins with using the State Department of Insurance website to understand your agent's thought process. If they're new to the industry, you can expect that they will pitch you something that they learned in a classroom and not necessarily invoke a thorough fact-finding process to identify your needs and meet those needs with the best available product solutions. They may ask you some questions, but most of these questions that a newer agent will ask revolve around identifying how much money you can afford to spend every month. If the agent doesn't have a process for identifying your needs, they will most likely be on a quest to sell you one of their company's cash value insurance products, regardless of whether or not it's suitable for you. The other thing to expect from a newer agent is for them to bring their recruiter or maybe another seasoned agent along to the appointment with them. And that way they can learn, or they can hear somebody else's sales pitch and see how it's done in the field when it comes to what they're trained to do in the classroom. The State Department of Insurance website will show you the licenses they have, and if they're licensed to sell anything other than fixed insurance products. If the only license they have is the life and health insurance license, then they are not legally allowed to discuss anything outside of fixed insurance products. You can expect that these agents will not be talking about the stock market, unless they're trying to talk you out of putting your money in the stock market. If they're giving you guidance about whether or not to invest in the market, they are in direct violation of operating outside of their capacity for which they're licensed, and they can be reported to the State Department of Insurance. Now, don't be afraid to tell them that you understand this stuff either. Putting these shady agents in their place is critical. If the agent is only appointed with one insurance company, the agent is an employee of that insurance company. They will only be talking about the insurance products that the company offers. If the agent is a broker, then they'll be appointed with many different companies and will have many more resources available to meet your needs. If your agent only sells the products from one company, they work for the company and for themselves, not necessarily for you. Agents who only hold their life and health insurance license can only sell fixed insurance products. Fixed insurance products are the following: term insurance, whole life insurance, universal life insurance, indexed life insurance, fixed annuities, indexed annuities, long-term care insurance, health insurance, critical illness insurance, and disability insurance. So much insurance. So regardless of the specific financial planning needs that you have, you can expect that the licensed agent, who only holds their life and health insurance license, will try to sell you one of these products. When selling life insurance products specifically, that would be term, universal life, whole life, the agent will be paid a commission of roughly 30 to 120% of your annual insurance premiums. The amount will be depending on the type of life insurance and how long you are paying that insurance premium. So if an agent sells you a policy that's $700 a year in premium, the agent will make roughly anywhere from $210 to $840. It just depends from company to company. And if you ever wondered why an insurance agent would try to sell you a policy that has all these bells and whistles and carries a cost of like $6,000 or $12,000 per year, now you know the answer. If your agent has their Series 6 or Series 7 licenses, they are legally licensed to discuss and sell investment products that carry stock market risk. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you can go onto the FINRA BrokerCheck website and see everything there is to know about your agent if they're licensed to sell variable products. Variable products include mutual funds, variable annuities, and variable life insurance products. Almost all of these products involve the agent being paid a commission, and these commissions to the agent get larger and larger the longer that you're required to leave your money with the specific insurance company. So for example, almost all annuities have a specific time frame that you have to leave your money in that annuity. It's called a surrender schedule. Now, if you try to get your money out of the annuity early, you're going to be forced to pay a surrender charge, which is a percentage of your total investment account balance being withdrawn. The surrender charge is to reimburse the insurance company for the lost fees that they will no longer be earning on your assets, and to also reimburse the insurance company for the commissions that they paid to the agent. Also, these annuities have large internal fees that are charged by the insurance company every quarter. The higher the internal fees, the more the agent is compensated. Go check out my video about the 7 things that your investment person isn't telling you to learn more about how these fees work. The typical compensation for these annuities will range anywhere from 4 to upwards of 10% of the amount that you put into it. So if you put $100,000 into the annuity, the typical agent will make anywhere from $4,000 to upwards of $10,000 in commissions based on how long you have to leave the money in the annuity and based on the level of fees that you will be charged by the insurance company every year. Now, if your agent recommends an annuity, it's important to know whether or not they're licensed to sell variable investment products. One of the most damaging types of annuities is called an equity indexed annuity, which is considered a fixed insurance product, which is weird. It does not require a Series 6 or a Series 7 license to sell. These annuities are the most complicated, pay the most commissions, have the least benefit to the client, have the most benefit to the agent and the insurance company, and I'm willing to bet that the agent selling it doesn't totally understand how the contract works. So if you're faced with an agent trying to sell you one of these, make sure to ask a ton of questions, do a bunch of research, and get an opinion from multiple agents before making the final decision. These indexed annuities have the longest and most expensive surrender charges. So if you quickly make a decision and put your money into one, you're probably going to be stuck for a very long period of time before you can get your money out. And by the time you do get your money out without any fees, you will have incurred a decade or more of lost opportunity, stunting your investment plans. The last commission-based investment recommendation that an insurance may recommend to you is a loaded mutual fund. Now, loaded mutual funds can either come in A shares or C shares. A shares have an upfront sales load that you have to pay to get into the fund. C shares have a back-end sales load that you have to pay when you take your money out of the fund. And they both have ongoing annual expenses. The front-end sales load that you pay in an A-share mutual fund is a commission that gets paid to the agent and can be as high as 5.75%. The C shares have no upfront commissions to the agent, but it does have a 1% fee that you have to pay to the fund company when you take your money out of the account within 1 year of putting your money into the fund. These loaded mutual funds have annual expenses that range anywhere from 0.75% to 2%, and these fees come out of your account every year. And from these fees, the agent is making 0.25% to 1% in commission every year. The last thing I want you to be aware of is that if your agent sells the products of predominantly one company, they are employees of that company. The more of these high commission-oriented products that they sell to their clients, the more that their employer will reward them by paying them extra bonuses for achieving certain commission levels, sending them on lavish vacations, and pairing them up with younger agents and teaching them how to implement the same tactics, and they use this as opportunities to boost their own commission. Commissions typically lead agents to recommend certain products. There are agents out there that do the right thing for their clients. However, these agents are far and few between. Typically, you'll find a good agent has many different licenses like their Series 7, Series 65, Series 66, and they have many different credentials like their CFP or their CFA designations. You'll also find out that they are appointed with many different companies and have many different resources at their disposal. Finally, finding an advisor that can work on a fee-only basis is usually in the best interest of their clients. Now, don't let the words fee-only scare you. You're paying your agent a fee and investing in commission-based insurance products. The difference between an advisor that charges an upfront fee that's transparent and a commission-based agent is that you rarely know or understand the fees that you pay in a commission-based product. You pay these fees one way or another, but almost every client I've ever worked with believes that knowing and understanding a transparent fee schedule builds trust. It allows for more flexibility in your investment plan, and it builds more wealth over a longer period of time. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. If you have a story that we could highlight on this channel, we would love to connect with you about sharing your experiences. It's important that people let their voices be heard so that other people can be warned and take precaution. Please reach out to me by email or on social media. I've attached the links in the video description below. So for now, this is Dean with Defending Your Finances, and remember, nobody is going to care more about getting your financial planning done right the first time more than you will. So stick with me. I'll give you the information that few people know and almost nobody in the industry talks about. Thank you so much, and God bless you and all your families.